reception by members of my staff. It could not have been better.
You could, and now you're on Newsnight. I don't know.
Now I'm on Newsnight.
I don't know if that's
all right.
How that will pan out. But let's get straight into it.
Great.
We'll get back to the fuel discussion shortly. But there's a clip I want you to listen to.
Yes.
Because we need to understand from you where the One Kenya Alliance is this evening. Let's play that clip.
Hakuna mchezo. There's no joking anymore. We have some sacred business to save this country. And we'll go everywhere to make that clear. Therefore, OCA is a sacred movement.
The One Kenya Alliance, according to Kalonzo Musyoka, is a sacred movement. What is the status of the One Kenya Alliance this evening, party leader?
My friend, it's a conversation that is ongoing. We have a team of technical people working on a very well-crafted process of us finally being able to append our signatures to a coalition document. I say so, bearing in mind that we are within the IEBC deadlines, because to register a coalition, you would have to submit as a deadline by March next year or February. So we have a little bit of time to work on a better detail. Secondly, we want to make it clear that the One Kenya conversation and process is not a closed shop. We know that there are going to be a lot of political realignments and formations. So we want to also be able to accommodate other Kenyans who would want to subscribe to the One Kenya situation.
If the One Kenya Alliance is such a game changer, there wouldn't be this hesitation, some say almost confusion, moments of silence, then a lot of activity in this. What is hindering the One Kenya Alliance from becoming a reality?
It will be a reality.
What is hindering it?
There's nothing hindering it. It will be a reality. As I've said, we are open and we are having a conversation with just beyond the parties that initially came to fore and said that we want to constitute the One Kenya Alliance. So this conversation is ongoing. We are reaching out to other people, and the reality will show itself in due course.
So when we see you in Meru, when we see you in Nyahuru, when we see you all over central Kenya and western Kenya, are you going there as the ANC party leader? Are you going there as a presumptive presidential candidate for One Kenya Alliance?
You know, there's absolutely nothing different in this situation, because we have, even in the US, whether you're looking at the Republican process or you're looking at the Democratic process, they would start off with quite a number of candidates showing an interest in the presidency. And subsequently, at the end of the day, one will emerge as the candidate that is preferred by that particular party. Now, in this context, there is nothing wrong in Musalia promoting ANC, or Kalonzo promoting the Wiper Democratic Party, or Gideon promoting KANU, and Wetangula promoting the Ford Kenya. At the end of the day, that is part of the build-up. And this is not new to Kenya, my friend.
So when the technical team will finally bring its final verdict on the way forward for the One Kenya Alliance, and it becomes necessary for strategic reasons for you to support maybe Raila, maybe Kalonzo, or Gideon for president in a new formation, will you accept that?
What we are talking about is One Kenya. So you must talk about the candidates who would be participating in One Kenya.
Okay, let's
we cannot bring in a candidate who is outside the One Kenya framework. So if somebody wants to be supported by One Kenya, it would be important that they are part of the framework. So if you are not, then that is a different ballgame.
So, okay, let's remove Raila from that discussion. So would you support Kalonzo? Would you support Gideon Moi, for example?
There is a process, and consensus building is one of the processes that we would get to. After all, even in this country, previous coalitions, the presidential candidate has finally been arrived at through some consensus building. And there's a process that will inform that decision.
I was hoping for a yes or no answer, some clarity for our viewers.
No, I've given you the clarity. I've said that there's a process. Let the process be carried through.
Were any, before we switch gears, were any of the One Kenya Alliance's plans halted by that Court of Appeal verdict on the BBI? Did that change this in any way?
No, they did not at all. They did not in any way alter the plans. All right? The One Kenya coalition is not premised, at least from my perspective, is not premised on the BBI process.
But what do you promise those who will not get the presidential slot or the deputy president slot? Help me understand this.
We have to live with the constitution that exists. You cannot create a framework that does not conform with the constitution of the day. So as things stand now, the constitution of 2010 is the one in play. No alteration has been made to that constitution. So we have to bite the bullet and work within the framework of the constitution as it is.
Do you believe the president that Kenyans will finally get in 2022 will be fully elected at the ballot, or might there be any other considerations? Just this morning, I believe, on Daybreak, Governor Kimemia, who's not just been a governor, you know the kind of roles he's played, alluded to the deep state playing a crucial role in who will become the next president of this country. Well, and a man like that.
I just want to tell you
And if we can get that clip a bit later on, we will play it.
I'll just tell you this. The stability of this country will depend on the will of the Kenyan through the ballot. That is where stability lies. And I would like to let all Kenyans know that it is the process of having a free and fair election that will guarantee stability and strengthen the democratic process of this country. Anything outside that is dangerous and should not be entertained.
So when you hear of media reports, and let's put a picture up of a meeting we saw you in last month in Mombasa, together with ODM leader Raila Odinga, Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, hosted by President Uhuru Kenyatta, and we can actually put that picture up. Well, we were told that you discussed COVID-19, but you also discussed other matters. Some say that this is a meeting to possibly influence who will be a joint presidential, who will be the supported presidential candidate for 2022.
My friend, that is pure speculation.
Help us understand what was then discussed. And it
is pure speculation. And my friend, I have to respect the presidency. And Kenyans need to respect the presidency. You cannot have a conversation with the president and make it look like it's a market piece of conversation. We have to grow out of this as a nation. But I can tell you for free that Kenya